Nothing was ever too much trouble for CI Logistics, nothing. The main thing was their whole commitment to the project. They understood from the very outset that this was a real project and it was really going to happen. Whereas I think, some other companies would look at it and think, well, if it goes to the next stage, then so be it, we'll put a bit more resource to it. CI put resource to it from day one. They spent a lot of time on the existing sites, and they spent a lot of time with us, with Clipper, the operators, the colleagues on the shop floor, really understanding the operation and trying to understand where it was we were going to go. So we've made a lot of enhancements to that existing system, but what you see when you go down there is just miles and miles of rail. But there's a lot of little things in there that we've done that have increased productivity and also increased the ergonomics, so it makes it easier for the operators to operate. The previous systems we had to literally handball product off the back of a vehicle. It was a no-brainer to put the booms in. The productivity benefit is fantastic. The boom will extend to the exact area that they are working in the vehicle. And also the boom not only goes in and out of the vehicle, but also can go up and down as well to get to the relevant level. At the back of the processing benches, we also now have live pallet conveyor and live cart conveyor. What the live racking has allowed us to do is to present to the processing colleagues both the product and the consumables that they need. So all of that product is now at hand to the processors, whereas before it was stacked on pallets and they had to go and find it. The waste cardboard that we generate is actually put onto a dunnage conveyor, which means that the colleagues doing the processing, once they empty a carton, they can just put the empty carton onto the conveyor above their head, and it's taken away to an automatic baling system. 30% of the product is taken up onto the mezzanine floors for storage. The central conveyor that actually brings the product up onto the floors is central. It's right in the middle of the storage floor, which means we can populate the racking from the centre out, making sure that we're always keeping product as close as possible to both the in and the outbound area. What the CI logistics system has given us is those productivity benefits, the ergonomic benefits, and generally a much smoother flow, but a much more visible flow as well. It's made my life easier because they've brought stuff to the table that we as Clipper weren't aware of before. But also, I think it was just their commitment to the project. The amount of time they spent on site, that they spent with the general manager of the site, with the colleagues, looking, learning, understanding, was second to none.